Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman. We bring you our show from this fantastic Pat Conroy Literary Center. We've got a great show lined up for you, so stay tuned. Welcome to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman. We're bringing you our show from this fantastic Pat Conroy Literary Center, and a new face here, the new Communication Events Coordinator, Imelda Golden. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me, Robin. I'm so excited to be here.
So you've been here about 3 weeks or so.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about your background.
So, for people at home, they might not know, we met this past summer.
Yes,
I was an intern
did.
over at WHHI
Yes.
TV this summer, and it was an amazing learning experience.
Yes.
Needless to say, this internship really did open up some opportunities with the new skill set that I had.
Right.
And here I am, living the dream at the Pat Conroy Literary Center.
And so you're in charge of all communication and all coordination of the numerous events that the Literary Center hosts.
I like to think of it as I came here to serve, and I am where I'm needed when I'm needed, and I will do what is needed. But the title is nice.
Oh, that's great. And you're working about 20 hours a week.
Yes,
so Jonathan Haupt is I'm sure, very happy to have you.
I'm very happy to be here. I'm still wanting to pinch myself, making sure this is real.
Now, Pat Conroy, did you know much about the background of Pat Conroy and all the books that he wrote, and he read all of that? And
It's really funny because we live in Beaufort, South
Yes.
Carolina. You can't be here without being touched by Pat Conroy in one way or the other. The
Yes.
Prince of Tides and The Great Santini were filmed here, and I would have never in a million years thought that I could in any way be able to help
yes,
spread that legacy.
dream come true.
It really is, it truly is.
Now, he passed on March the 4th of 2016, and so there is an event that is in its 4th year that kind of celebrates his life and his legacy. And it is called March 4th, A Day of Learning at the Penn Center. And that's really what we're going to specifically talk about now, Imelda. So it's actually going to be on March the 1st in 2020. But let's talk about what happens at that event and the kind of the purpose.
So our 4th annual March 4th, which will be on March 1st, which is a tongue twister, needless to say, is to celebrate the life of Pat Conroy and the legacy he left behind. And it's something that we all talk about here at the center, and Cassandra King Conroy, his widow, actually let us know. She was like, leave it at Pat to pass away on the one day in the English language that is also a full sentence, March 4th. And it's not only just a sentence, but it's a command. So we take that as this last instruction to us to March 4th in the face of tragedy, and to continue that legacy of learning, of lifelong teaching, reading, and nature appreciation and social justice, all of these things which he was very passionate about.
So the event is at Penn Center, and there's going to be various presenters, and I think I would like you to kind of go through each presenter because they're very famous in many ways.
Yes, ma'am. So we, like you said, we do have an amazing panel of guests that will be coming in. Our first person will be J. Drew Lanham, who is a master naturalist, poet, and memorialist. He has a PhD in forest resources from Clemson University. He will be leading us in our nature walk as we go to explore the beautiful nature of the low country that Pat so fell in love with. We'll also be having our own Rebecca Dwight Brough, who also serves as a volunteer here at the Conroy Center and is author of the Trouble the Water novelization of Robert Smalls. So we know him as the historic figure, but this novel takes on a bit of a fictional twist so we can get an idea of what he was like as a man.
Yes.
We will also have Donald Sweeper. He is a historical interpreter, a Beaufort native, and he will be coming back. You will not meet Donald Sweeper this day. You will meet Robert Smalls, as he will embody the character.
And he actually becomes the
He becomes
an
the
actor.
person.
Wow.
So what better way to learn about history than talking to the people that were there?
I agree.
So it's going to be a rare treat for us. We will also have Victoria Smalls, who serves as the Penn Center Director of History, Art, and Culture, and is quite a celebrity here in Beaufort County, the state of South Carolina. She is trying to further the Gullah Geechee community and not leave it as a memory, but a living thing for future generations.
Yes, she does an outstanding job of educating people about the Gullah.
She really does.
Folks. and traditions. Yes.
And of course, we can't talk about this event without talking about the Honorable Judge Richard Gergel. He is the author of Unexampled Courage, The Blinding of Sergeant Isaac Woodward, and The Awakening of President Harry S. Truman and Judge C. Wade's, where he proceeded over the very famous and tragic case of the roof case when tragedy happened over at the Charleston church. So we will have many things covering the nature, the literature, as well as the arts and social justice.
And Imelda, what is the Before I Die project
So
exhibit?
That is a really neat treat that we're going to have, and it's going to be unique to this year. It is branded by artist Zippy Radensky. It is an international movement that's sweeping the world. It's a wall mural that is put up, and it says, "Before I die," and it's left blank. So people can come in and they will write down their inspirations.
Yes.
I was on the website, and it said, each wall is a tribute to living an examined life. So what better way than to honor Pat Conroy and celebrate his life by getting to tell the stories of others and what they want to accomplish.
So as we march forth, let's talk about again the tickets for the March 1st event and where you can buy those, how much they cost, and the website and all of that sort of thing.
So thankfully to that wonderful, generous gift that we got from Aaron and Matt Delvin, we're able to offer all of this amazing programming at a very affordable price, which is $22. People can purchase tickets over at the Brown Paper Tickets website. You just have to search for 4th Annual March 4th, and we will pop up. It's $22 for the all-day admission from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with amazing presenters. There's also an optional $18 for a box lunch catered by our own fabulous Debbie Covington. So while you're learning about the Low Country, get a taste of the Low Country.
That sounds great. Thank you, Imelda Golden, the new Communication and Events Coordinator with the Pat Conroy Literary Center. Thank you, Imelda,
Thank
and
you so
welcome.
much, Robin.
Yes, and we'll be right back.